Light from above and light from below. I'll get this right someday. I let a prostitute into my house that I didn't know to live with me because I was lonely. I've done this numerous times, although not all the women were, a lot of them weren't prostitutes. I'm sorry, I had to make that point. But a lot of them were injured, and I had coined that name Sanctuary for Traumatized Women. And that squatter had called me Captain Save-A-Hoe, a hoe term for prostitutes. So like I'm out there saving prostitutes. And the fact that she said that, meaning she targeted me intentionally. She knows my kind. And she intentionally targets my kind, Captain Save-A-Hoes, to use for this squatter scam that she does. And I realize now that I came clean with this statement, the way I said it, that the reason the police cooperate, they're trained, it's an unwritten policy and law. The police and the laws, they side with the squatter, the prostitute that moves in, because I feel they think the person who lets a prostitute into their house because he's lonely deserves to be treated this way. And the reason I realized that at that dog park, that when I was posting the flyer on the benches, the hatred that I felt, like they were scratching that thing with the eyes and crossing out Jesus and putting marks on it, all kinds of deforming it, and then they were calling it a defacing of public property. I realized, and the message I got from the admin, I realized they all said the choice that you made, you let the prostitute in. My mom was saying that. My mom could have sold that house from the very beginning, but she said, you shouldn't have let her in. The people that had told me, why did you let her in? The cops on the very first time that I was telling them she's got 14 crimes on her record, they said, and you let her in front of her, which means her 14 crimes and her intention to hurt me it's not bad. It's me letting her in, which is bad. It's on the recording, that first time that there was the first time they came and she talked to them outside and tell them that narrative that I would like to know, which then was disseminated. And then I also heard that she had said that he's done this to like 6 different or 9 different, I don't know how many other women. There had been in past relationships that we had called police because of issues, but none were as severe as this. Like this was a criminal doing this thing. I had issues with other women in that house before, and I'm always talking about it. What it is, the whole thing is the child in me that attracts wounded, injured women reminiscent of my own mom, in hopes of healing her in order to reconcile what happened when I was a kid, the sexual violation, the fact that my mom has my Chasen by proxy has been abusing me my whole life. You see it in all the videos I've posted. This is a phenomenon. And I want the research done. I'm doing it myself. All the people this has happened to. Look up all the addresses where 911 calls are made repeatedly over years. Look at all the addresses where squatter scams happen. And find all those people. What do they have in common? Are they Middle Eastern? Are they survivors of childhood sexual abuse? Are they neurodivergent? After this happens, because of the gaslighting, do they end up in psych facility? Are they sued by the occupant, the squatter, for their house? Are they blackmailed? And you can find out that blackmailed are scared to talk. All the people this has been done to, all the methods used, all the reasons it happens, all the reasons the reporting of it is prevented, all the people involved, all made public, all researched. And I have my own case study, some of which is listed in the YouTube video playlist with the URL wakeupamerica.world. I'm Zeke Matevosian.